Hey everybody, it is Monday night in the town that Disney built. So you know what that means.
Information on celebration.
Well, where's everybody watching from? You know, we have a show every Monday night that specifically talks about the town that Walt Disney World built. It's called Celebration, Florida. That's where my family lives. And that's where our YouTube studio is located, right here in the town of Celebration, Florida. So what we do is we talk about what's coming up in the future. We look for your comments to see if you have any suggestions of videos that you might like us to do. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so, because the more viewers we have, the more the algorithms will catch on and share information about this great town. So if you're looking to move here, please let me know where you're watching from, because that'll help me know if I should be talking more about stuff that'll help people moving here or stuff of our local residents, because you know it's coming up. The 30th anniversary of Celebration is going to be next year. And so we are founding residents, Rod, myself, and Ashley Hawk, and we have enjoyed living here. It's really been a fairy tale type of town. Actually, tonight we're going to be showcasing a new line of product that we have. It's called the Fairy Tale line of properties. And because, you know, YouTube calls me the fairy godmother of real estate. So what we've done is we've gone out and we have a list of things that properties have to match in order to be a part of that. And it was pretty difficult to get on a list, and we found one. Oh, hey, David and Tammy. Oh, thank you for watching from North Carolina. Thank you so much. You know, we are getting closer, David and Tammy, to that perfect Chamber of Commerce weather here. This week, we're kind of expecting rain all week. And that's what I usually will see is that's what's going to start cooling things down here. And then everybody's going to want to live here. And so, and I want to say a big thank you to Victor Tobar. He had some people out here working on our house. We had some things that we wanted to get accomplished. And don't you know, those guys are out there working with their rain slickers on and making things happen. So he has been one of my go-to people for many years as well. You know how I like to talk about different people that are kind of like extended family to me, because I've been doing real estate here from the beginning. And so you know who's good and who does things better than others. And so anyway, let's go ahead and get this show started. One thing I did want to mention, because we like to protect our community, right? I did get a phone call from one of our dear friends that has also lived here for a very long time. And he had mentioned that one of his family members had had some medical things recently that were kind of scary. And so he had mentioned if I could talk a little bit about what they do, so more people might, if you're thinking about even possibly looking to start thinking about Christmas goods when you're buying in bulk, there is a wonderful place. It's called Out of This World Embroidery. They do more than embroidery. They'll do promotional items. They do signage. I know, like our for sale signs for the real estate agents, they do those. They do UV printing, engraving, glassware, that kind of stuff. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you have any opportunity, now is a really great time, because I know they've got some medical expenses coming in, but you would find them, World Embroidery. They're in Old Town, which is located right next to Celebration, Florida, right? And Dave Cunningham and Dawn are the owners there. And it would be a really good thing if the community, if you have anything that you can be ordering right now, be terrific. I know the embroidery side is going to be taking a little bit of extra time, because we're trying to make sure the loved one over there is going to be able to recover well, but banners, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, just wanted to let you know about them. And you would email them at orders.worldemb@gmail.com. Yeah, but you can also text me if you need any of their contact information. All right, well, that's something I wanted to make sure we did not forget about with them. Okay, so what is going on? Let's talk about this upcoming weekend. is the porch and yard sale. And David and Tammy, we can only have it twice a year, the porch and yard sale. And so I always like to make sure everybody is reminded, because a lot of times people will say, oh gosh, I forgot about it. So I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. It's October 4th. It's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. You will see signs around the town of Celebration where people are putting really great things on their front lawn. I notice a lot of times people will come in to a certain point where maybe there's condos and they just kind of stop there, but realize keep coming into town, keep going into East Village, go into Artisan Park, go into all the areas, because you never know what kind of really cool treasures you're going to find at really good prices. And I know there's like some furniture and stuff that's for sale that's going to be at one of the houses in South Village. That's a possibility. And now is the time, guys. So if you haven't started looking through your house to see what you want to sell, I would start looking right now, because today is Monday and Saturday's going to pop up before we know it. Yeah? Yes. On another note, I wanted to say we had a great time at the Celebration Social. This is a picture. There was an event this weekend, and Jason Handler is in charge of that group. It's grown to over 1,300 people. And so what this was we initially met everybody outside of Splitsville Bowling at Disney Springs. And then we went over to Jock's Hangar, and I think we hung out there most of the time. But it's a great way. You can see a lot of cool people. We're hanging out there. Rod and I were there, and we got to meet some new people. And that area in particular, it's outside, and you can hear the music from the boat area, the boathouse. And you also got to sit outside and see these incredible sunsets that we have. And they had some really nice Halloween type of appetizers. They had these, it looked like a sausage pop, but it had like a wonton on over it, and they put eyes on it, so it looked like it was ghost. It was really cute. And the service, of course, was incredible. It's Disney. And so if you haven't had a chance, please go to Celebration Social and ask to join that group so you know what kind of events we're going to be doing. I volunteered. Let me know if you think this is good. I volunteered to do something in town where we have somebody teaching, and it might be outdoors, because I think in November, the weather just being so great, and before it gets real crazy with all the holiday fun stuff that we do here, line dancing lessons, like it's music outside somewhere, and then just have a line dancer teach a big group of people. And because a lot of people were saying they would like to dance. And I think line dancing is kind of a good way that you can kind of slide into a group and not make it as obvious, but a lot of fun, and we get a little bit of exercise. Anybody else want to do that? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thanks, Gina. I appreciate that. Yes, I agree. I think that'd be fun too. All right. So I wanted to make sure you did not miss, because on Fridays or Saturdays, we do these evergreen videos talking about something that's really critical or fun. And the Bellavati brothers, who are members of the Near Disney YouTube channel, put something together to show us just some of the great opportunities we have, especially if you have a dog. And I think the thumbnail said, Celebration, Florida is a doggone good town. So I wanted to make sure you got to see it if you haven't yet. And I'll be back at the end of that, because we still got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about tonight.
Brothers, and we're here with our dog Buddy to just show you around Celebration.
And we're going to show you all of the things that Celebration offers that you can do here with your dog.
Here in Celebration, most of the restaurants that actually have outside seating, like Avocado, Starbucks, Ari, even the Celebration Town Tavern, they have outside seating, and they are actually dog friendly. So you can just come and bring your fluffy buddy anywhere you can with outside seating.
All right, so right now we're on our way to Starbucks, where he loves getting the puppuccino, which for any dog at all, if you bring them here, you can ask, and they'll give a cup of whipped cream and also water. They absolutely adore it. I know Buddy does. He's super excited.
Right in the heart of downtown Celebration, there's a store here just made for dogs called Wolfgang Bakery. And they have tons of stuff here like leashes, bandanas, and toys, and any treats for your dogs. So all around Celebration, there are these doggy pot stations where you can use the plastic bags that they give you to pick up your dog's waste after they go.
And around Celebration, there are these fountains that are able to just have your dog drink out of. So we have these buttons that fill out a bowl down there just for your dogs to drink. And now we're heading to the Celebration Dog Park. So we're here at the Celebration Dog Park, and to actually get your dog in here, you have to have a Celebrations residence ID and register your dog at the town hall.
One of the best parts about living in Celebration is how easy it is to get outside and explore. With over 50 miles of walking paths, you and your dog can discover new routes every day. From peaceful lakeside trails to shaded boardwalks through the trees, it's perfect for your daily walk or a longer weekend adventure. If your dog loves to run, Spring Park in South Village is a must. When the fields aren't being used for games or events, it's a huge open area where you can play fetch, run around, or just let your dog burn off some energy. It really feels like having a big backyard right in the middle of town.
Something else really cool in Celebration that is also very dog friendly is the Bark Bus. We actually made a video on it not too long ago.
Now we are on the Bark Bus. What is Buddy looking forward to the most about his big trip today?
Well, I think he overheard that there would be a little bit of some ice cream that he would be eating. So just from that, I guess he's a little bit excited. Yeah, he likes to play often. We go out like behind our house and stuff and just throw ball to him, and he just loves it.
Celebration doesn't just have dog parks and trails, it actually celebrates dogs. All year long, there are pet-friendly events that bring the community together. One of the favorites is Pups and Pints at Celebration Lakeside Park. It's put together by Celebration Town Hall and is packed with pet-themed vendors, live music, and plenty of treats. There's also a farmer's market, holiday parades, and other town events where dogs are always welcome.
Now, to end our day, we're gonna go ahead to Scoop Celebration located in Island Village to get Buddy a well-deserved treat.
If you're a dog owner looking for a place that's truly dog-friendly, Celebration is a great choice. Reach out to the fairy godmother of real estate, Kim Hawk, and she'll help you find the perfect home for your family and your dog.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.
It truly is. And wasn't Buddy, our mascot, the Golden Retriever, so great? And especially, the Bellavati brothers. So if you haven't met them before, Neo, Nolan, and Nylan, and they are wonderful young men who now are all much taller than I am. which isn't that hard, but it's so fun to see how quickly they've grown. And also with business acumen as well. I just really love that because now they're doing videos. They're talking about doing a lot more cool videos coming up soon too. So thank you to them as well. Okay, so I want to talk about something new that is occurring. I've decided, being the fairy godmother of real estate, I had a group of people sit down and I said, if I were to say I'm looking for a fairy tale line of property, what would you say should be included? And I said I want it to be in like the top 1% ever. And you realize, Celebration's been around for 30 years. So some of the properties could have really high marks because maybe they're super close to walking to downtown Celebration, but they haven't renovated or remodeled. So they wouldn't make this list, right? But there is one that we got very excited about. So you're only going to see these periodically, but this is a brand new listing. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. It has a garage and it has a storage unit. And it has some of the most phenomenal views that I've ever seen in Celebration. And you're speaking to somebody who knows pretty much every house or condo or townhouse here in this town. So sit back and relax. The price point on this too is very good, $450,000. And it feels very spacious. And they are willing to potentially sell some of the items, of course, an additional expense, but they have got some beautiful Disney decor that's in here. And the owner really does have a very, very good sense of taste. And you'll see what I'm saying. So instead of me trying to describe it, let's bring this on. And the address on this is 1230 Wright Circle. So let us know if you're interested or if you have somebody that's in your loved ones that would like to see it so we can get an appointment for you. Here we go. So you can see, I mean, as soon as you walk into this condo, and the other point is it's on the 3rd floor. And that means that nobody on this building, nobody is above you. And so many times with condos, people are saying, I don't want anyone above me because they're fearful of hearing some noise. You don't have that. Not only do you not have that, you have a spacious outdoor balcony that you can sit out and you just feel like you are in a fairy tale area. Water, conservation, so peaceful back there. And of course, Artisan Park has that fabulous, and I do mean fabulous, clubhouse that it's exclusive for the people that live in the Artisan Park section of Celebration. And if you haven't had the opportunity, Bill McFarland, who is the general manager over there, they win awards over and over again about being really like that resort pool area that has a restaurant and a bar and a fitness room, and the service is extraordinary. And actually, I'm going to be announcing soon, there's a very cool meet and greet book signing deal that Near Disney is going to be sponsoring. I want to say it's in January, and we're going to have it at the Artisan Park Clubhouse. So they're always having a lot of cool stuff happen up there. Actually, what I need to do is when I met with Bill to talk about this upcoming event, That sounds very secretive now, but I think people will be really excited about it. There was a man that was walking around with one of those robotic dogs. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm going to see if I can get my video downloaded to show that at some point. You just never know what you're going to see around Celebration. Yeah? Very good. All right. So don't forget about that. And here's something else that's coming up that is pretty extraordinary as well. And I'm excited. Let's see if we can get both of us. Oh, maybe we can't get both of us up there. Okay, let's try it this way. Oh, it won't. Okay, well, we're just going to put this big old picture up there then. That's fine. So what I'm showing you is the 13th anniversary of Illuminate Church. If you guys have not met Pastor Tim and Christine Ingram that live in town, there was a church that was at the high school for many years and now has its own building, a big, beautiful building, probably going on 2 years now, that is not far away from here. It's on 7899 Sinclair Road, which is within 10 minutes of here. So the Sunday services are 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. I'm one of the singers there. I'm on the worship team, and I can tell you extraordinary. They are breaking records every week. They've had to expand up into the upper tiers. They have a lot of wonderful events, whether if you're young single or if you're over 55 and you want to join a group, or if you have some special interests. There's a lot of different groups, like if you want to be in a Bible study. I'm very blessed that I get to be in one with Lori Jones. And so this is a wonderful church. We're inviting everybody out this Sunday, and 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and it's 7899 Sinclair Road. When you come out of Celebration on Sunday mornings, there's not traffic. So you're going to be going towards Tampa, take the first exit, which is 429. And then the first exit off of 429 is Sinclair, Sinclair. And that church is right there on that corner. And so I would encourage you. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Courtney, did you like that video? Courtney, I call Courtney and Nate and crew the king and queen of Artisan Park because they have some beautiful properties back there. But wasn't that extraordinary with the views that was there? I know. I love it. I love it. So please join us. Courtney goes to that church. Actually, Daniela. Hey, Daniela goes to that church too. I understand Ken Lee's going to be coming out this Sunday too. I'll be singing at 9 and 11. Those are the two services. So hopefully, if you go to the 9 o'clock, hopefully I'll see you, because I try to come in and sit and be a part of the service at that time. All right, very good. Now, what should we be talking about? I want to talk about something that you need to buy a ticket for, and it's the first ever celebration event, and it is on October the 11th. So it's coming up not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. And it starts at 11 a.m. and it goes until 2 p.m. So 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. And it's a chocolate event, a chocolate adventure event. Willy Wonka, feel that way. You're going to buy tickets in advance. You're going to pick up your first ticket in front of the Celebration Brewing Company. How many of you know where the brewing company is? Let me know. Yep, I'm seeing people say yes. Okay, so at Celebration Point, when you're going towards the Celebration High School, or right before the Celebration High School, you'll see a whole area where there's a brand new Publix. I say brand new, it's been there for maybe a couple of years, but maybe a year. And so in that area, there's a lot of neat shops, but in particular, the Celebration Brewing Company is there. They're going to have a tent outside, and that's where you're going to pick up your passport so you'll know where all the areas are that you go. I think there's over 14 stops to get your chocolate and all that good stuff. And then somebody is going to win a golden ticket. Oh, Missy Elliott has just woken up. My dad's dog that we have. Hi, Missy. She wants to go to the chocolate event. I think you're not allowed to eat chocolate. But you can participate in a really cool event that and near Disney, we are one of the main sponsors of this event, brought to you by the Celebration Women's Club, which I'm a proud member, Celebration Women's Club. And so Amy Brevard from Scoop Ice Cream, who you also know as our Snow White on our Near Disney YouTube crew, Nandy Town, Karen Rex, Teresa White. There's a whole big group of really proactive, wonderful women that are putting this program on with a bunch of wonderful sponsors. And so the funds are going to go to the Celebration School for arts, theater, and music. And I'm all about that. As you just heard me say, I'm going to be singing Sunday at church. And so anything we can do to help support the arts, I'm happy to do it. Missy wants to talk now, but why don't I share a video so you know what's going on versus me telling you about it. Here we go.
It's Amy Brevard of Scoop Celebration, otherwise known as the Snow White of the Near Disney Channel. And I am out on location today with a very sweet event information that you do not want to miss. We are going to be having our very first inaugural chocolate adventure, and it's going to start right here at Celebration Point. Stay tuned. You're getting ready to learn all the sweet details.
Oh, celebrate chocolate, what a sound. The sweetest party in the whole darn town. It's a chocolate adventure, a sugary dream. The Celebration Women's Club, the ultimate team.
We are out with Frank today at the Celebration Brewery, one of my very favorite local spots, and they are an official chocolate stop of our chocolate adventure. Thank you so much for helping and participating in this cool inaugural event.
Of course.
So tell me, as a fellow small business owner, I see you out supporting lots of things in the community. What made you want to get on board when we came and gave you this bold ask for this sweet event?
Well, again, basically because of community. We really want to support the community, like you mentioned. We want to support the schools. We want to support the women's club. And we're excited to have a special beer for the event. We're going to have a chocolate stout, which is delicious for the people that love beer, and a little special treat for the people that don't love beer.
Yeah, and what we love, Frank, about the brewery is you're family friendly. You're not just a regular bar, you're a hangout. All of us locals come here, but you can bring your family. You can bring mom. You can bring everyone. You can come watch football. So you're the perfect spot when we were thinking about all of the great businesses here at Celebration Point for us to gather at. In addition to Frank and his team being so generous in helping us be a chocolate stop this year, they're also going to be our point of when you actually get your ticket. You'll have your ticket online, which we're going to link below. Once you've purchased that the day of the event, you're going to come to a little ticket booth that'll be right here in front of the brewery, and we will give you your passport. Your passport is going to have all of the map and all the cool details for the event, and you'll have 14 stops. You can go to any stop in any direction you want. But just remember, Celebration Brewery is going to be the very first pickup spot for your very cool passport.
Come on your own, you'll never feel like you're alone.
All right, we are behind the scenes at the Brutastic area that's top secret that Kent has let me in to tell you more about what you can expect when you get your ticket for the chocolate adventure. Tell me what you're brewing up.
Yeah, we've got our house stout that we brew right here on this brew house, and we're going to dose it with some chocolate and make a fabulous chocolate stout.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. We are so excited. Thank you so much. Cheers to everyone. Don't forget to get your tickets. We're going to have this information linked below in this video. You can also stop by the brewery right here and see Frank and his awesome team and get your tickets before it's too late. We will sell out. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm back, and I have a very special guest with me today. This is Nandy, my co-chair of this very special event that we've been talking about here today on the channel. And Nandy, I have to ask you, I know a little since we worked so well on this event together, but for those who don't know, what can they expect at the Chocolate Adventure? What does one experience when they get their ticket and they come on that magical day on October 11th?
Well, Amy, it truly is a magical day. It's going to be filled with fun and chocolate. We even have a special guest. Are we able to say who our special guest is?
You can say it. Announce it
Right.
here on the Near Disney Channel first.
Willy Wonka. And we did a photo shoot with him last week. He is spectacular. So he's going to add so much fun and fabulousness to this event.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about this event is when we created this, we wanted it to be unique, that is something for everyone, all ages, couples, groups, girlfriends. It could be a bachelorette party, a bachelor party. It could be for families.
Exactly.
I mean, it really has something for everyone. And I've had this question asked a lot as we've been out in the community. Is it all an edible chocolate, and I appreciate
It
you
is
answering
not.
that.
It's not, because 14 pieces of decadent chocolate could get us a little bit off the charts.
Yes.
So we've mixed and matched that beautifully, I think, with the merchants that are participating. And I'm so excited. The merchants, when we first approached them with this, were delighted, probably more excited than you and I were, which is kind of hard to do. But even just today, I was visiting some of the merchants and delivering posters and talking about it. Their eyes just light up. You just say chocolate and they're like, I'm in.
I love that. So the tickets are only $25, everyone. The value that you're going to get exceeds hundreds of dollars. Not just the value of what you're getting as you go to the 14 stops, but the value you're getting when you help the benefits of our ticket for our event. So who is getting all this money that we're gathering for the Celebration Women's Club? Who's going to benefit for this?
So all of the proceeds, because we've got some wonderful sponsors who have actually covered the cost of our expenses to produce this event, the proceeds are going 100% to the schools here in Celebration of the art, music, and theater department. So we're going to be buying trombones, gatorboard, costumes, stage setting, whatever they want, and the schools get to pick what they want. So it's just gonna, who knows? Who knows what we're gonna inspire here?
Well, I hope we inspire lots. And stay tuned here. We're going to have more information about what Nandy was talking about. And a special thanks to all of our sponsors that have helped. Make sure you get your tickets. That's how you can help us raise our goals for the schools. We're going to have those linked below. And then also any of the stops that we're talking about here, these are our sponsors, and there's going to be more information linked. So make sure you say thank you to all of these sponsors that are making this special event happen. So we're here in Island Village in my shop, Scoop Celebration in Island Village. And Nanny, tell me about some of the cool stops that everyone can expect here in Island Village.
Yes, well, obviously Scoop is one of those stops, but also Madame Homes, the Colburn Apartments, and Tacos Don Andreas are all going to be adding to our magic tour.
Awesome. And I know we're super excited as a small business here in Celebration. Scoop is just so excited to participate, not only because I'm on the committee and in the women's club, but because we love to give back and we love to create new things. And I have to tell you, Chris, my husband, who is the ice cream maker, is really doing some special things behind the scenes to have a Willy Wonka little sundae. So there's going to be a custom flavor that we've created that you can only get this one day.
Wow.
And it's going to be super yummy. So you're going to want to, make sure you get your tickets and don't miss this.
Is it Wonka inspired?
It is Wonka inspired. My lips are sealed other than that.
Speaking of lips are sealed, we have the golden ticket.
Yes.
So there's going to be someone that's going to get that incredible golden ticket. You want to tell us a little bit more about that, Amy?
Sure. So at the end of the event, everyone's going to have that cool passport that Nandy and I talked about earlier. You're going to go to those 14 stops in Celebration Point and here in Island Village. When you're done, you're going to go in at just right behind our door, and we'll have a little information link here below. But you'll go to the Island Village Clubhouse where you'll meet Willy Wonka. You can bid on our wonderful baskets that have been donated from downtown merchants and other merchants in Celebration that couldn't come maybe the day of, wanted to support this great cause. So you'll have a chance to do that. Parks and Recreation is going to have a cool park event, like a pop-up event with lots of surprises. And then beyond that, we're going to have Willy Wonka, of course. You'll give him your passport. He's going to put it in our giant box, and one lucky person is going to win our golden ticket. Ice cream for a year.
Woohoo!
One person wins ice cream from a year that Chris and I are going to donate here to be part of this event. So
that's amazing.
Thank you. We're really excited. I can't wait to see who wins. So stay tuned again for more information. Get your tickets. Do not want to miss this event.
Celebrate Chocolicious.
Mark the calendar, tell your friends. October 11, where the fun begins from 11 to 3. Come and see pure Celebrate Chocolicious ecstasy.
I wanted to show you this beautiful spot here in Island Village. And on Saturday, October the 11th, at our special event, it's going to be filled with lots of artists that are here, that are local students, that are going to do some special performances. So we've got some art performances, music, and drama that you can expect at our cool chocolate adventure event. And also wanted to encourage you, do you want to learn more about our event and kind of the details and some extra insights? Check out the new Celebration News magazine. They were kind enough to feature us in this month's special special edition. You can pick that up here locally in town. Check it out. It'll also have the links. And we are, if you're sitting at home and we've made you crave chocolate or just made you want to get out and support the community or come to our sweet event, you can actually click on the QR code or scan the QR code as you're watching. We're going to have it here. Get your tickets. Super easy. Couldn't be easier. And you can help impact our beautiful Celebration neighborhood schools. Thanks for watching.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.
How fun is that? And who knew I could hear Mandy singing, and she's got a pretty good singing voice. But anyway, hey, Kate, thank you for watching. I see your heart come up. I appreciate that. Speaking of which, you know, there's a lot of singers that are in this town. We have a young lady by the name of Piper who just sang a song that was written that we're going to be releasing soon. And it's under the umbrella of 3-in-1 Music. We have a studio that's here. I'm a songwriter as well. And I had the honor of collaborating with a woman by the name of Karen Rex, because she said, wouldn't it be good if we had a song for this chocolate event that's coming up? So I wanted to debut it tonight. And I wanted to let you know too, thank you, Dee Bellavati, our producer. But I wanted to share with you too that my husband Rod got involved with this too and decided to put some visuals behind it. And I think it's really clever. He even took the fountain that is on Market Street, and he made it look like chocolate. So anyway, sit back, relax. I'd like you to see it. And then when you come back at the end, we're going to do a recap on what's been going on with the real estate market here in the last 7 days. Don't forget to, you know, we do residential, and but for people that know us, you know that we take on some rental properties. They've got to be really extraordinary though, because that's something that we only take on a couple, and we do have a couple of good rentals that are available. So if you have anybody that needs that, let us know. My number is 407-808-9845 for those that might be listening on a podcast. But check out this. I think this should be on the radio, but it's for the Town of Celebration and the new chocolate event.
Woke up this morning, sun in the sky, got a little sparkle in my eye. Something sweet is coming my way, gonna make this an amazing day. Got the news, heard the call, it's the best event of them all. Families of the town, what do you say? Gonna get your chocolate on today. Oh, celebrate chocolicious, what a sound. The sweetest party in the whole darn town. It's a chocolate adventure, a sugary dream. The Celebration Women's Club, the ultimate team. Mark the calendar, tell your friends. October 11, where the fun begins, from 11 to 3. Come and see pure celebrate chocolicious ecstasy. White chocolate, darker milk, oh my. Chocolate fountains reaching to the sky. Truffles, bonbons, a chocolate sea. This is where I'm meant to be. We'll give you a map, no need for a guide. Just follow your heart and your sweet tooth inside. A little bit of bliss in every bite. Gonna make everything feel so right. Oh, celebrate chocolicious, what a sound. The sweetest party in the whole darn town. It's a chocolate adventure, a sugary dream. The Celebration Women's Club, the ultimate team. Mark the calendar, tell your friends. October 11, where the fun begins, from 11 to 3. Come and see pure celebrate chocolicious ecstasy. We're walking on clouds of cocoa dust in every treat, a little bit of trust in the simple joy of something so grand, the most delicious event in all the land. So grab a friend or come on your own, you'll never feel like you're alone in this sweet, sweet chocolatey haze. Gonna celebrate for all our days. Oh, celebrate, calculicious, what a sound, the sweetest party in the whole darn town. It's a chocolate adventure, a sugary dream, the Celebration Women's Club, the ultimate team. Mark the calendar, tell your friends, October 11, where the fun begins from 11 to 3. Come and see pure celebrate, calculicious ecstasy.
What do you guys think about that? I loved it. I loved how my husband got behind it and did visuals. Did you see at the end? It even said Rowdy Rod. And but anyway, we have a lot of wonderful music. Actually, what I was talking about too with Piper, she's going to be singing, and oh, she's got an angelic voice, and it will make you tear up because it's a song about Father's Day. And I just realized at a certain point, I'm like, I don't really remember any songs about Father's Day. And so God put it on my heart to write lyrics to it. And then this angel who sings beautifully said, I'll sing it. And so now we're just packaging it up and make sure it's prepared. But I think it's going to really honor a lot of fathers. And I know it's especially, I think it's going to mean a lot to Nate because he is a great father figure, great guy, her dad. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people say hi. Thank you so much. Sending the love. So we've talked about our fairy tale line that we introduced tonight. And so what I want to make sure is that I'm going to be talking about what's been going on in the real estate market here the last 7 days. That's the number one thing that I get asked every time I'm out on the street or anything like that. So I try to do something about celebration on Monday night. So let me share my screen. Hopefully it will let me do it because we've been talking about so many things tonight that it may in fact have a hard time pulling up some stuff. And if it does, that's okay. We'll figure it out. We will. Oh, so far so good. Oh, no, it's going to say Rowdy. Okay. So let us, yeah, it will. It will. Here we go. Okay, guys. So Dee, my YouTube producer, always wants me to have my face a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm saying. But I pull this up in particular so you know it's hot off the press. This is exactly what's happening on the Realtors Multiple Listing Service. I think it's very wise for you to be staying on top of what's going on with many of our, one of the biggest investments we have in our life, right? And so let's talk about how healthy Celebration Florida is. And I will share, Elijah Lewis and myself have been doing this show for over 2 years, this in particular. And I would say this community is one of the most healthiest communities in the country. Our inventory is very low, and that's because nobody really wants to leave Celebration. They might move around Celebration, but most people do not want to leave our community. And why would you? I mean, we've got this bustling, wonderful downtown Celebration with like the Downtown Diner and Reggiano's and the Celebration Town Tavern. And you've got the, the market, Celebration Market. And there's just Starbucks, and you've got check our video out with food and beverage that we had talked about. There were over 32 outlets in Celebration alone. Because remember, you go out to Scoop at Island Village and you've got Don Andres there. Excellent. So good. Mexican restaurant. But you also have, Coffee for the Soul. And at the front of Celebration too, like La China and stuff like that. So there's well over 32. And, I did a dining guide with telephone numbers and everything on there. So if you've not received that dining guide, you live in Celebration, because some people, for whatever reason, the mailman delivers, but sometimes accidentally misses a street. I ordered some extras so that I can hand deliver them to you, because I think you would really like that. All right. So what I'm looking at the last 7 days is 88 actives. That's very low, very low. Um, and normal days, it's 440 actives. So to know everything from condo to estates, there's only 88 actives. Okay. And then what I'm seeing when I count this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new actives on here. There were 18 touch points in the last week. 18. So 18 touch points with 88 properties. You can see that chances are pretty good. There's a lot of stuff that's either coming on the market, going off the market, pending closing, that kind of stuff. Okay. So the last week, 8 new actives. And one of those was that fabulous fairy tale property that we are representing, the one that's at 1230 Right Circle, Unit 308. You need to call us right away on that one. Right away on Right. 407-808-9845. $450,000 is a wonderful price point to be able to stay in Celebration and to have that dreamy view and to have just such a clever layout. And like I said, they were willing to possibly sell some of the furniture, the artwork and stuff. So you could possibly make it very easy moving here. Yeah? Yeah, sounds good. And then I'm seeing 3, 5 pending. So 8 came on, 5 came off. That's a little bit more than what we've been seeing. We've been seeing usually they're balancing or more going off. And then what I'm seeing are 5 sold. 5 sold. Now, interesting, this past week, it was people that were looking in this market were somewhere between, in that 325 market, 339,000. And then maybe it would pop up to 675,000, I think, was one that was close to its past 7 days. But then 1,785,000 and 2,398,000. So a lot of high-end buyers are coming in here and they are paying cash. These are people that want to have a home, and even if it's not their primary home, they may want to have it as a legacy home. Does anybody know what I mean by that? That means that you want to keep this house forever. You want to just pass it down to the family, and you want to have a house that's as close to Disney as possible. And because you know that this is an anchor, this is, going to Disney World almost feels like it's a rite of passage in many families. So why not keep that home here? And then the kids can have it, the grandkids can have it, or you as a grandparent potentially probably going to see your grandkids a lot more if you live close to Disney, right? And you're also going to have a lifestyle that is fantastic where you can drive World Drive, get over to Epcot, within minutes, be there for a couple hours if you want, go to dinner. Food and wine is going on at Epcot Center right now. And there's some really good music that's being played. Get yourself an annual pass, enjoy life, stay off of I-4. We have so many incredible places to walk around, if you like to take photos, to be able to, even just getting on the monorail over at Disney and going through the hotels and seeing the lobbies and just seeing how beautiful it is and just how perky and lovely the cast members, they don't even call them employees, they call them cast members because they're part of the show. And they want it to be an experience. And so if life starts getting just a little bit sideways and you're just a little tired, one great big injection of joy is going over to Disney or going to Universal or going to SeaWorld or going to all these different locations and just forgetting about the normal day in, day out. Yeah. All right. Very good. Well, I'm not seeing any questions. I'm seeing a lot of love. I really appreciate you guys watching. I've got a couple more things that I could talk about, but I just realized, gosh, I'm going almost on 50 minutes and I try to keep it to 30 minutes, but we just had so much to talk about today with the introduction of the fairy tale line. And wanted to remind everybody once again, Porch and Yard Sale is this weekend, this Saturday. And then don't forget that following weekend is the new chocolate event. It's something that I think people are going to be flying in to come participate in. And I think they even end at the very end over in the new Island Village. If you have not seen that clubhouse yet, and I know a lot of Celebration residents have not gone there yet because it's still fairly new. They're going to be having some cool events there with the Willy Wonka. Somebody's going to be able to win that golden ticket and get a year worth of ice cream from Scoop as a gift. They're going to be having some packages that you can bid on because once again, we're raising money for our kids. That's one thing about Celebration in particular. We like to show up for our kids. Yeah, we like to show up for our community too. Don't forget about the embroidery place. If you have anything that you need to order and can help that company out, that would be great because we like to make sure we come alongside our residents when we know a lot of extraordinary things are happening. Okay, well, I'm just seeing more love. Thank you guys. Don't forget on Wednesday nights, my Realtor Dream Team, they have their show and that's at 7 p.m. Greg Schroeder, are you on here? My Greg Schroeder. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, talking about Greg Schroeder. So Community Presbyterian Church, which is lovely, which is in downtown Celebration, has an affiliation with the Disney family, was there for many years. And Greg was the organ player and he also plays piano beautifully. And so Greg, I would imagine you understand what I'm talking about when we're saying we're raising money with this chocolate event for music and theater and acting, art for Celebration. So I wish you were still here, but I love you and I miss you. And so thank you so much for watching. All right, guys, don't forget to watch Wednesday nights, Realtor Dream Team, 7 p.m. Hi, Greg, I see your note now. Miss you too. And then on the weekend, we will do an evergreen show. You never know. And a lot of times those ideas pop up from you, our viewers. All right, guys. Well, be kind to one another. The Fairy Godmother Real Estate says, love one another. Have a great week. We are coming close to getting that cooler weather here, and we can't wait to see you again real soon. All right? Sound good. Bye, guys.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.